Previously, on the secrets of Neros, 4 intrepid adventurers arrived in the town of Kron and joined a guild known as the Kings of the Craft. The party has faced several challenges thus far, but have proved their mettle and advanced from E to D rank, though their trials have only just begun. During a recent outing, the party bore witness to a perturbing spectacle that was fraught with torture and unsettling ideas as a tiefling and warlock were publicly executed by the enigmatic cult of Eldeth. The party, unable to conceal their indignation and disgust, drew unwanted attention from the crowd. In response, Simeon attempted to placate the jeering masses by claiming he was an advocate for the innocent, just as the executioner had previously proclaimed. Though Simeon succeeded in diffusing the conflict, his words may have unforeseen ramifications, as he piqued the curiosity of the executioner, which has already impacted the guild. Finally, after returning to Kron, the party were dubbed as the Hammerhands, so their deeds could be more easily recognised. They then ventured once more at the request of the guild into the spire to collect some bodies from the second floor. Lamentably, the party incorrectly assumed that the spire's layout was in flux, and thus did not ask for directions, which resulted in myriad encounters as they progressed through the spire's labyrinthine tunnels. After collecting the bodies, the believed corpse of an elephant stirred and rushed the party. However, through their combined efforts, they managed to pacify the beast after a brief struggle. Upon completing their mission, the party returned to the guild to find Lorena, who is currently lodging due to the unrest. As the adventurers socialised, Simeon noticed an ominous ball of fire form outside, and thus our story continues as we learn the secrets of Neros.
I've had that happen before, telling me, hey, this streamer's gone live while I'm already watching one person.
Hello, everyone. For some reason... okay.
Hello.
For some reason... Okay, there's everyone. There's the pictures. For some reason, everyone was gone for a moment. I have no idea why. But it's fine, because we're all here now. So, hello everyone. Secrets of Neros here again. Made a couple of changes. Zach, if you want to have a look at the overlay, you'll notice that your new picture is there, but not quite the one that you sent us.
You're a ginge.
Yes.
I'm blue.
Well, I mean, yeah, you kind of hard, but that was kind of down to the skin tone of the picture you sent. But no, Doom recolored the hair of the picture you sent, so yeah, you are ginger. Just, I mean, probably one of the few people who actually asked to become ginger, and Doom obliged you.
It fits the personality.
It really does. But anyway, we did technically level up last session, but we haven't applied the benefits yet, so the health totals have increased, but our current health's the same. Also, new logo, as you can see in the bottom left. It's courtesy of Doom. It looks very nice, and yeah. Anyway, Doom, take it away.
Alrighty. Do you have the music playing this time?
Oh, you know what? I'm not sure I do.
I don't hear it.
I don't hear it myself. I am watching the stream. Okay, here is some music.
I just pressed play, that's why.
Okay, we see that. But you see, that's why we couldn't hear it, because you weren't playing it. Of course we wouldn't hear it.
Classic mistake.
I mean, to be fair, it's not as classic as forgetting to watch the music throughout the entire stream and then just go, guys, I couldn't hear it. And it's just like, all the cameras are wrong. You did set it up correctly, dumbass. Yeah, of course it's wrong. But anyway, we're learning as we go, and here we are. So, yeah, we ended on a pretty interesting note last time.
Okie dokie then. So, Simeon, you notice outside a brief flash of fire.
Do I
You hear
notice
some
it
general
enough
unrest.
to... Sorry, go ahead.
You hear general unrest outside, a lot of people moving around, some slightly raised voices. Everyone else has not noticed this, only you, based on your roll last session.
Is it enough to draw my attention? Was it just like out the corner of my eye, or do I like...
It's enough to draw your attention.
What on earth? All right, I'll go. I'll get up and go look through the window. Get a better look.
As you
What's
look
up?
out the window, you see a large group of people gathering outside the guild. They seem to be surrounding someone, but you can't see who. A lot of them are jeering and shouting now.
Are they coming towards the guild, or are they just outside?
They're just outside.
Okay. Something's going on out there. There's quite a crowd.
I mean, I would probably say that Nagrax would stop. What's happening, Simeon?
I can't see for sure. There's some jeering going on out there. I think I see some fire. What would be the point of interest? Perhaps we should investigate.
Doom, are there any where are the windows in this building? Are there any that would kind of like give us a better angle on what they might be looking at?
Not really with the front garden. You'd see more or less the same no matter where you would go.
Right, okay, in that case, Nagrax will say, if they're here to attack the guild, it might be foolhardy to go outside the front door. Maybe we should go around the back to see if we can kind of get a view for them from the outside.
It's a wise call.
Okay, with that, I think what Nagrax will do, he'll actually go to... Is Cerna at the front desk at the moment?
She is still there, yes.
Right, Nagrax will go over to Cerna and he'll mention, Cerna, there appears to be a commotion mounting outside. We're thinking of just going around the back to take a look, just to ensure that there's no harm coming to the guilds.
You see her looking past your shoulder at what she can see. She nods. Let me know if you need help.
Understood. We'll go and investigate it right away, the four of us.
Do I care to watch our drinks?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, with that, Nagrax will go towards the back door and head outside. He'll kind of like look back and make sure the others are following him.
Okay.
Yes. I don't mean to break flow, but the overlay hasn't updated from my level up.
Oh, from your level up. Oh,
Yes.
yeah, because I only just noticed that you
To be
leveled
fair,
up.
I just noticed it on stream. I double checked myself.
Okay,
Updated that.
yeah, sorry, that's my bad. I won't be able
That's
to do that until next time. Apologies.
I didn't put my level up on before we started.
Yeah, I think I literally remember for everyone else and I kind of just updated that at the time. But yeah, sorry, I'll amend that next time. I just can't do it during the stream.
Cool.
Right. So you guys will make your way out the back. I'm assuming you're going to be going out into the back alley and not to the side entrance to the front? Or are you going to the side entrance to the front?
Sorry, Doom, could you repeat the question?
Are you going to the side entrance to the front garden, or are you going out the back to the back alley?
Which would give us a view of the front? Would either direction take us to the same point?
Let me just get the outside. Boop, boop. Okie dokie. I was looking at this map. You guys were sat about there, and you could see the commotion around about the Simeon.
I
So
can't.
the front entrance would be there, and the back entrance. Oh, actually, I've not gone to the right page.
I was just about to say I can't see what you're referring to here, Doom. So, okay, go on.
So you guys were sat around about there, and the commotion is around about here. There's a front entrance to the yard there, or there's a back alley over here.
A back alley over where, sorry, Doom?
Up here at the back.
The fencing at the front, how is that tall enough to like hide behind, or is it like picket fence?
Picket fence.
Okay.
So if we were to kind of approach from
This one is to hide behind, but this one is picket.
Oh no, I meant this one.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be tall enough to hide behind.
So you're saying the commotion is taking place around about this spot, right?
Yes, but on the street.
Did they appear to be facing the guild, like facing the window, when we looked them? Well, when Simeon looked at them, I mean.
No, they seem to be focused inwards on the street.
So, like this direction.
Yes.
So we could either go around the back, circle around, hope that they don't turn this way, or we can try and just get a side perspective from about here. But I'd probably say that the stealthy of us actually go forward and the three of us stay there as backup. I have a disadvantage on stealth, so I don't think it should be me. So probably Finian or Flint.
Oh, do we not have control of our characters here?
From a while back.
My
I forgot
stealth
to
is.
control at the time.
Yeah.
Nagrax does have control of his.
To be fair, I hadn't moved my token yet.
There you go.
Cool.
Um,
Right, so who are you sending over?
I'm gonna walk up to here and just sort of try and peek through. Is there gaps in the fence? Or is it like
There'll be a few
solid-
gaps here and there, yeah.
I'd like to sort of lean against, like back against the wall, looking around the corner. That makes sense.
Okay.
So I'm not in full view.
actually, can I just ask something a second before Simeon continues? I'll turn to Finian and say, if there appears to be any sign of trouble, Finian, run back and tell Cerna she said that if we need any help, the guild will assist.
Yeah, sure thing.
Okay, sorry, continue.
Okay. Simeon, roll perception. Okay, 14. As you peek around the corner, you see what seems to be a large crowd in the middle of a street. They're all focused inwards, both on your side of the street and the other, into the center of the street at something. You see they look quite aggravated. A lot of them are throwing cheers towards something.
Can't really tell what's going on. They seem angry at someone, something. Perhaps they've rounded up another criminal.
Or innocent.
Although I already know this as a player, I'll ask as Nagrax. Could you make out what they were saying, Simeon?
Not from here. It just sounds like noise. We may need to get a little closer. They seem to know my face. I've not been the most subtle.
Unfortunately, I'm not the most subtle either. I'd probably say, Flint, maybe you could take a few steps forward just to see if you can discern what's going on. Would you be okay with that?
I'm not the most stealthy, but I feel like I could blend in as part of the crowd.
What I'll do in that case is I will reach out, I will touch Flint, and I will cast Guidance. Cantrip, so that will basically give him a 1d4 to add to an ability check of his choice for the next minute.
Okay. Flint, what do you do?
I shall
Natural.
try and approach the crowd, see what's going on.
Just going to simply walk up.
Act like you belong.
What are you whispering?
Act like you belong.
Okay.
Don't skulk in the shadows. It's more suspicious.
Yeah, I'm just
I
was just going for a walk around the building and just happened to catch what was going on.
Okay then. Where are you walking to?
Where's the commotion?
Commotion is generally over about here-ish. About here-ish and here-ish and here-ish.
All over.
Here-ish and here-ish.
So, I mean, what, have we got like half the town here?
It's a big commotion.
I shall probably stand over here by this what looks like a notice board.
Okay then. As you start to approach, you start to be able to make out some of the words that are being said. They seem to be throwing insults towards someone. Make a perception roll to see if you can see through the crowd.
Perception.
Give me close fire, I'll give you advantage actually as well.
You can also add a 1d4 to your advantage.
I shall save that for if I need something else.
Okay then. With 15, you can see a figure in the middle of the crowd. It's someone that you saw earlier in the town. He has an imp beside him.
Hmm.
If you do not recall, earlier you saw what seemed to be a human with an imp companion in the town.
Is this actually a notice board?
It's a plaque, basically, for the guild.
Are my companions within distance of hearing?
Speak loudly.
I'll just casually stroll back as if I've had enough of the commotion and then relay what I've seen to the others.
Okay then.
Appears the guy that we saw with the imp earlier today is at the centre of this commotion.
Did you have any notion of whether he is riling the crowd, or are they attacking him?
With the companion involved, I expect it's something to do with the cult of Eldaf, but I can't be certain.
Okay, in that case, Nygax will say, we may not be too familiar with this individual, but maybe Cerner might know something. We haven't been in Kron that long, relatively speaking. So,
Maybe we should ask her for more information.
yeah, unless there's any
Another
objection.
fireball goes off. This time, it hits the ground near to where some of the crowd is, and they start to act more aggressively towards him, shouting towards him.
Did he throw the fireball?
Yes.
Right, okay, so, yeah, they're kind of centered on him. Right. Okay, I think we'll probably go in, like... Is this a door hidden?
That's the door you just came out of.
That's the door I came out of. Okay. Upon seeing this, Nygax will run back into the guild hall. He wants to relay what he's seen to Cerner. Just because... Yeah, because the situation's escalating, so it's a case of how do we want to respond.
Right, you approach Cerner. She's still kind of looking out the door a little bit. She sees you approach. What is it?
There appears to be a man with an imp. There's quite a sizable crowd gathered around him. He just threw a fireball to defend himself, but the commotion seems to be going rather close to our front door.
She gets up and she starts moving towards the door frame.
I walk with her, Cerner. I don't think she needs my protection, but just, you know.
As you two both reach the door frame, the crowd is starting to get much more angry towards the person. Someone throws something at him, and he throws a firebolt back towards the floor near them, threatening them to stay back. With this, Cerner will walk forward and run over here, trying to get past the crowd, but failing to.
I think seeing Cerner run out, I would go forward to try and assist her.
Yeah.
Get him?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be moving with Cerner.
Yeah.
Okay then. Let's see. What shall I have you do? Make a strength check with advantage, given you're all moving with Cerner together. See if you can get through the crowd.
Each of us?
Nope. I'll have one of you make it. Simeon, do you want to do it?
I was just about to say I would give Simeon guidance for doing this, but yeah, it doesn't look like he would need it.
Yeah. 23. Okay, you shove into the back of the crowd and you start throwing them side to side as you and Cerner and then everyone else behind you make your way through. As you get towards the front of it, you see someone lunge at the human with a knife, and the imp dives on top of him, just trying to restrain him. With this, several people start throwing rocks at the warlock.
Okay.
How do you guys react? Or do you just continue?
I've got to be honest, Nygax will actually look to sort of reaction to see whether this is something that the guild would intervene with.
Cerner looks back and forth at the different people there. You can see her mumbling to herself briefly, like she's trying to make a decision, but she hasn't made one yet.
She hasn't made one yet. Okay. I think. Yeah, I know. I can't think too long about this. I think. Is he dying? This guy.
People are starting to attack him, but no one has actually hit him yet, other than a few rocks pouncing off him.
Right. Okay. I think Nygax would probably step forward at this point, and he'll just ask what's going on.
You get answers from everywhere around you. Different people shouting different things, different accusations about him. He tries to speak up, but his voice is lost in the din.
Right, okay.
I'll just throw this guy down just to represent him. He's about here in the crowd. I'll say, you guys push through to about here. and you're surrounded by people at the moment. And Sona's just beside where Simeon is.
Right, okay, I'm just going to see if I've got... Don't think there's particularly anything I've got that will help us here. Right, sorry, I was just double checking something. Right, Nagrax, I think, before continuing, like, he can cast... could he cast guidance on himself? No. Okay, start wasting time. He'll just ask, why are you attacking this individual? I understand that there's been some unrest in Quan lately, but sort of, why are you pelting this man with rocks?
You get a lot of incoherent answers. Just roll intelligence. Just a flat intelligence roll to see what you can make out.
Right, okay.
17, not bad. Okay, you can make out a lot of insults towards him, about him being tainted, about him being allied with demons, that general type of thing.
Okay, so Nagrax hearing these accusations will say, I understand that you have reservations, and I understand that the Cult of Eldeath has very strong opinions on this matter, but you cannot pelt a man in the streets. You cannot dispense justice simply because you feel that this is the right thing to do. This man deserves a trial if you feel that he has committed a crime.
As you raise your voice, a few start to look at you warily, but the majority of the crowd has not been paying any attention to you at all.
Don't think Flint's seen Nagrax angry before, so it's a bit like, oh.
Yeah, this gets
Simeon,
under his skin.
Yeah.
Given you at the front, make a perception check. Ooh, nice. Someone's pulled out a knife behind him.
Behind me?
No, behind, the warlock.
Okay, obviously I don't know what this says.
Is the warlock fixated on us?
No, he's generally looking back and forth amongst the crowd. Mostly
I
around
wanna-
here and here. He hasn't seen what's behind him.
I want to push through the crowd and run and tackle into the ground.
Okay, make an athletics check followed by strength. You have to beat both 13. Athletics, right, you reach him. Okay, you tackle him to the ground as someone attempts to stab him. The knife will instead graze you. Just take 1d4 damage. Okay, take 2 damage. The crowd, not quite knowing fully what to make of you attacking him, run in and start to try and kick him. How do you react?
Stand back, all of you. I've got this vagabond. No need to worry. And then I'll sort of whisper in his ear, keep quiet, I'll get you out of this.
Several kicks hit his head quite firmly, and one hits you as well. Say just take 1 point of damage, given your armor on.
Cool.
The crowd are... Well, what are you going to do now? Actually.
Are you just asking us? Okay.
Alright, if they're still being rowdy with me, I'm going to keep one arm around his neck and draw my sword. Sort of keep the crowd at bay.
A lot of them suddenly start to push back away from you seeing the sword. Some of them look at you with anger, some of them look at you, just look simply at the warlock.
Oh, you cowards! You would attack a man who is not fighting back?
You hear a snarl behind you.
I'll glance over my shoulder. Is it the imp?
It's the imp looking at you.
Call it off.
He looks around. I'm going to have him roll actually in intelligence. He needs to beat it. I'll just say a 13 again.
Oof.
He thinks you're part of the crowd. Is trying to attack him.
Right.
The imp's going to jump at you and it's going to try and grapple you. Make an opposed strength check. I'm just going to take 2 off whatever I roll for the strength. Fuck it, got a nat 20. Okay. Right. The imp jumps onto your back and it starts digging its claws into you, and it pulls your arms apart so that the warlock can get free. I was going to put you there for a second. He stumbles to the side and into part of the crowd, and people start hitting him from behind, pushing him forward, and the imp is now on your back, trying to attack you. It's going to make a bite attack.
Cool.
Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. Sorry, that was a d12.
Oh dear.
Oh, there you go. It misses. It just bites your armor. With that, Sona's going to step forward, and she raises her hands, and tendrils of vines start to rise from the ground, and it starts to separate the crowd, pushing people back, giving you guys space.
Okay.
The human turns to look at Simeon. What do you want? Get away from me.
Why didn't we just get it? I've come to arrest you, scoundrel.
What? For what?
For your crimes. I sort of look back at my companions like,
I don't know
Yes,
if Nygrax will get the hint.
What is wrong with you all? You see him hold his hand to his side, and fire starts to gather in it.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
Can
Don't
Nygrax
want to
speak?
hurt you.
Actually, I'm going to say Nagrax, make a perception check.
Perception check. Okay.
10, okay. You can see a couple of people that are starting to push their way through the vines to get back in towards the center.
Look out! Do you not understand the gravity of your situation? If you do not come with us, you will die.
He looks back and forth quickly, looking at the people that are pushing their way in, and he starts to run in this direction. And as he does, there's a sudden bright flash of light over here.
There's the Hydra. Slice its throat.
From the bright flash of light, 3 Hydras appear.
Oh, wow,
2
it
only
hurt.
sporting 2 heads, 1 sporting a lot more heads. The Warlock stumbles and then starts to run past you, and the imp drops off and runs away following him. A lot of the crowd suddenly sees these and starts to run away.
Did the Warlock summon these two?
You don't know.
We just saw a flash of light.
You failed the perception check, so...
Okay, fair enough. But I could probably make a conclusion. Okay, so continue.
Okie dokie. Actually, I need to put something down for Cerner. I'm just going to throw down a box, I think.
Where the hell did these things come from?
I have no idea, but I can only make assumptions.
As soon as seeing these, Cerner will put her fingers to her lips and she'll whistle very loudly. At that point, members from the guild are going to start running out, and the guildmaster comes out as well. As soon as he runs out, he holds up his hand, and a large rune appears in the sky, right about where these are, and suddenly they seem to be forced down onto the ground, unable to move. I've got these 2. Everyone, lay in. You 4, deal with the other.
The other referring to this one?
Nope, referring to this one.
Referring to this one. Okay. Nygrax.
And everyone roll initiative.
Yeah.
Damn, Flint.
Flint
You ready
is...
to go?
Yeah, Flint knows this battle.
Damn, Finian.
Finian's also very ready.
There's 1 second, let me just write this down. So actually, I need to roll a d20 just for initiative of the monster. Oh, it doesn't go last. Who has a higher? I'm assuming Simeon probably has better dex.
Then
it's a +0, but my dex is 11.
What's yours, Nagrax?
+1. I've got a 12 in dexterity.
Right, Nagrax will go third then. Sorry, Simeon, you're last.
Cool.
I was just in a little tussle with an imp.
Okie dokie. So Finian gets to open up combat. Wasn't expecting that. Okay, he doesn't quite have an extra attack yet, so I can't have him do that. Right, so Finian will look towards the Guildmaster, look towards the Hydras, and then he's going to look towards the other one. And he's just going to run straight up to it, and he's going to attack it and then offhand strike it. So... Oh, no, wrong button, that was damage. Got a bit ahead of myself there. And... Okie dokie, the quarterstaff hits, the punch doesn't. Well, now you know it's AC.
Okay.
Oof.
Okay, that's 6 damage to it. And now that's going to be Flint's turn.
So, how's this going to work with us leveling up previous but not actually resting?
Because you haven't rested, you haven't actually got any of your benefits yet.
Yeah, I've basically left our HP as it was. I've updated the max though.
Because my D&D Beyond has already updated my cantrips for the extra damage I got at the last level up.
It just means that you'll just get whatever the first roll is then in that case.
Yeah.
How does that work with my second attack? Do I
You
not
won't get
take
your
it?
second attack yet.
Cool.
And Finian won't get his either.
Yeah, basically we've kind of got the stuff updated on the overlay. We just can't use our level benefits. It's just a bit odd where we ended. Okay.
Say, I think it gave me an extra +1 on my
Okay.
spell attack as well, so just +6.
This means -1 then for any of your attacks. Just add it after the roll. Well, minus it, I should say.
So I would like to move to this square here. Don't have control on my character.
Oh, whoops. Sorry about that.
It's time.
No, that's not. And I would like to fireball the right hand head.
Okie dokie. Roll your attack-o.
Well, doesn't hit.
Nope, that does not hit.
And I shall end my turn.
Okie dokie, now that's going to be the Hydra's turn. 2 heads, so he gets 2 attacks. Let me just check his bonuses. Yeah, by the way, Hydras can attack once for each head they have.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Okie dokie, I can actually got some quite big bonuses. I did nerf the damage a bit, but that's besides the point. Okie dokie, that will hit Finian. So I'm just going to do the... It was a D8 I did for this, wasn't it? Which is straight D8s because I nerfed it. And he does 1 damage to Finian. And he's going to attack again. Okay. Finian takes 12 damage from the second head, bites him in the shoulder. Again, a very good chomp. And that's the end of the Hydra's turn. Now that moves to Nagrax. Once it moves to Nagrax's turn, a series of arrows and firebolts start hitting these ones over here.
Right, so the others are being attacked, so I'll see that. Okay. Let me just think about this move a second. Let me just see what radius will this cover. 20, 30 feet. Now this is the thing, I want to use Channel Divinity here, but I don't remember what the half point of our old HP totals are.
Say again, sorry.
I want to use Channel Divinity here, but I'm not sure what the old HP totals were because I can only heal to up to half HP for each.
How much healing do you have? that you can use?
Right, so I think yeah, I'm just making sure that this hasn't increased again. It's 25, but it was 20 last level, so I can do 20 points of healing split between any creatures within 30 feet.
Okay.
So in that case, I think because he does that he'll do that as his action. That's all within 30 feet. Nagrax, I think, will give 15 points of healing to Finian. In fact, well, actually, no, that would take him above half on it. What's let me just quickly calculate that.
He
Sorry.
would have had either 31 or 29, I think, health.
29. So, oops.
So
Daisy.
you can put it up to 15 if you don't up to half health.
Okay, in that case, I will give Finian 4 points of healing. Simeon had about 40 points of health before, didn't he?
Yes.
And
Yes.
what did Flint have?
Flint's probably was about 32, I'm going to guess. I doubt your constitution's that great.
Okay.
+3 Constitution modifier at 16.
Alright. Probably was about 30 then.
I think you were 31, 32, something like that.
Yeah, I don't really know if there's actually much I can do. I might just waste this. So yeah, 4 for Finian. We just divide this. 32, so yeah. Yeah, because I think I'd only be able to give 4 points to Finian with this and shit. Never mind. That was quite a mistake. Yeah, it's kind of screwed us a little bit. Right, Nagrax will do that. To try and make up for his stupidity, he will, however, move into range of the Hydras, just so hopefully it kind of draws the attention a little bit away from Finian.
Okie
And with that, I end my pointless turn. Go ahead.
Simeon's turn now then.
All right. I guess I'll have put my sword away from before. I'll draw out my axe and how far is this? I'll get on the side of it and slash down at this right head.
Okie dokie. Make your attack roll. Yep, that definitely hits it.
I mean, is this like the Hydra from the myth?
You don't know.
What did I tell you about charging in ahead, lad? Wait for the rest of the party.
Finian nervously smiles. Sorry.
Wasn't it me you told that to?
Um,
Probably said it to all of us.
I'm good. I just had a look. The perk doesn't. The feat doesn't say for monster size because I'm going to assume this thing is a bit
Larger
large.
creature,
Or
yeah.
it doesn't say because I'm like, can I really knock it prone with my shield?
I would say two
Larger
sizes
than me.
bigger. Definitely couldn't.
Okay.
But
Is large is next one up from medium?
yes, it will be.
All right, I want to try and shove it to the ground with my shield as I attack.
Make an attempt. What was it again?
I roll strength. You roll either strength or dexterity. Your choice.
Definitely going to be strength then.
Gotta beat that 20. Not a natural 20.
Meets it. Okay.
Oh, damn it.
You have a sudden very back and forth pull, but its head just manages to slap you back. And one of its heads focuses very on you now.
Ah, hello, beastie.
Had to be done.
The turns down.
It's not a Kraken, but it had to be done.
That goes back around to Finian. Finian is going to crease his brow for a second. Look over to... I need to make sure again.
Come on, please, everyone. Everyone, give your thoughts and prayers.
We believe in you, Finian. You can do it.
We do believe in fairies. We do. We do.
Okie dokie. I need to remind myself what the actual damage is from this. Mark off those last key points used. Okie doke. Takes 2d6 force damage. What can I roll though?
Dice.
Is it actions? Could have an option to do it from here, really. I don't. Okay, I gotta do as a custom roll. Okay, so it's going to take 9 damage, and the Hydra is going to get pushed back to the
Who took damage, sorry, Dim?
Hydra.
Hydra did, okay.
Do any of you attack?
Can we get an opportunity
Just
attack
about to say, you
swing
moved
then?
out of our
Sure.
range.
Does that count? I'm absolutely going to go
You can
swing.
use up your reactions to attack it if you
Yep,
want.
I will.
Oh, yeah.
I'll accept Finian. I'm afraid they both miss.
That's unfortunate. Wow, that's really bloody unfortunate.
That's a shame. Okay, and Finian's going to run around the side over here, and he's going to use his main action to try and hit it with his quarterstaff. I did it wrong way again. Well, he hits
Well,
at
there you
least.
go.
Use a piece it.
Okay then. That's going to do 11 damage. Nice. Solid hit. So he smacks it down on the side of the left head, which is going to have the left head's attention focused very much onto him. And then it goes to Flint's turn.
Alrighty then. I would like to cast my firebolt at the left head.
Cast your fireball.
Well, not having any
Afraid
luck
it
with
misses.
attacking folks.
Do you end your turn?
I do, yes.
Okie doke. And now that's the Hydra's turn. The Hydra is going to move to here. Turn it. Oh, no, wrong thing. I was resizing it. Turn ever so slightly. And it's going to have one attack against Finian. And it's going to have the other one. I'm going to say it's twist its head right around to attack Simeon. So the first one's against Finian. That does not hit. Next against Simeon. So won't hit. So both of you dodge out of the way quite nimbly as it tries to split its attention and completely fails as a result. It's Nagrex's turn.
Right, okay, so... If I was to try and... yeah, you know, if I was to try and move around the Hydra, so I'm positioning myself over here, would this head get an opportunity attack on me if I was to try to go to here? Because you kind of treated them as two separate dudes.
Check something with the Hydra there. Yes, it will.
It
Because
will.
of its reactive head feature, I'm going to say that it would get an opportunity attack.
Right. Okay then, so in that case, I think what Nagrax will do is he will focus his attention on this head for the moment, and he'll swing in with his mace.
Okie, make your attack. Does not hit, sorry.
Oh, good sake.
Maybe
Before...
it's AC. Oh well.
Yeah, before Nagrax ends his turn, just out of concern, he'll shout to Finian, Finian, do not get too confident. This is a very dangerous creature. If you're in trouble, retreat back to the other side. And with that, he'll end his turn.
Okie dokie. That is Simeon's turn.
All right. Relishing the thought of this battle with a stronger opponent, I am going to leap at this right-hand head and try and pin it to the ground.
Right,
Under
make
my
a forward
shield.
strength check. Okay, you attempt to, and the Hydra simply bats you off. I'm going to push you back 5 foot.
Gah! Can I? Was that my action to do that?
Yes.
Cool. Damn strong beast. I guess I'll end my turn. I've got nothing else to do.
Back up to Finian. Finian will stare down the head that's looking straight at him, and he's going to make 2 attacks against it. And I'll roll the right thing this time. Right, so he tries to swing at it with a quarterstaff, and the creature catches it in its mouth and pulls it out of his grasp and throws it over here. Suddenly panicked, he punches it straight in the face and manages to hit it. He does 7 damage. And that's the end of Finian's turn. That's now Flint's turn again.
Alrighty then. I think I would like to move. I get the right selector. There. And would you say both of this guy's heads are in range of my burning hands cone?
How far was the range for the burning hands?
15 feet.
Yeah. And Finian's just outside of it.
I've got evocation. Skull
sure, yeah.
Spell anyway.
Alright, then what was it needed to do?
Dex save 15.
Okey. It manages to survive. Okay. Did it take half damage or no damage?
I should double check.
It should be half unless it has evasion.
It does
Yeah,
depend
half
on
as
its
much
spell.
damage.
Okay, roll your damage then.
Yeah, it's still the same.
Burn on spell, my bad.
Okay, so it would take 4 damage.
Really fed up and not hitting it with my firebolts. I just wanted to get in there and try and do something you can avoid. I shall regret that later, I'm pretty sure.
Do you end your turn?
I do, yeah.
Alright, the Hydra is going to make another 2 snap attacks. One against Finian, one against Simeon. Finian first. Will not hit.
No.
That will hit Simeon.
That's a hit.
So that's going to be 7 points of damage.
Is it bludgeoning, slashing, or piercing from non-magical attack?
Piercing.
That's
by
reduced by 3 then.
Nice.
I'll take that.
And now that's Nagrax's turn.
Okay, Nagrax, once again, will try to hit it with his mace. For fuck's sake. I think have I rolled 10 every time?
Possibly, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I've rolled 12, 10, and then 10. This is ridiculous. Let me just double check. There's nothing else I can do for a bonus action, is there? No. Actually, I know what I'll do. I'm going to use my once a day cast of Misty Step, and I'm going to move over to Finian's side.
Okie-dokie.
And I'm going to kind of like move, not so I'm in front of him, but I'm kind of like partially shielding him.
You're going to move in to knock him out then in that case? Or...
No, I'm not moving to knock Finian out. I'm moving there to support him just so there's another target.
I'm going to say you go into that space there then.
Yeah, I'm not trying to undermine Finian. I just want to even the odds.
Okie-dokie. And you end your turn?
Yeah, that's all I can do.
Simeon's turn.
Alright, I'm getting frustrated by this beast. I'm going to leap at this head again and slash.
Okie-dokie. Slash away. That hits.
Ooh. Actually, what did I roll there?
17, I think.
Okay. I don't know if roll 20 will show a crit if it's a 19, like I should get. So I'm just making sure.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 9 damage.
9 damage. I'm gonna move in close, try and make it my main target. I see that Nargax has moved and Flint's kind of standing there,
Okie
a little unprotected.
dokie. As you hit it, you manage to cut a nice big slit straight across its gum line, and it snarls at you, spitting blood at you as well.
Oh, did that hurt, Beastie?
Ah, shit. I just broke my pen.
What did you do with that?
You broke you up?
I just broke the clip thing off my pen.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Alright.
Yep.
Truly a tragedy.
In that case, it is now Finion's turn again. Finion will make his 2 attacks again. And both whiff. Suddenly having you behind him, Nagrax, makes him a little bit nervous.
Right, okay.
And now it's Flint's turn.
I would like to cast a fireball at this guy, said the one
Okey-dokey.
singing. When I get back to my spells.
Does not hit. You have not much luck today.
No. Even with the plus,
Wow. Okie dokie.
well, technically +6 at this point, I guess.
You end your turn.
I do, yeah.
Okie dokie. That's going to be the Hydra's turn. The Hydra on the right is going to bellow at you, Simeon, and both heads are going to twist around and attack you. Does a 19 hit?
No,
Oh, nice.
it's E20.
Very nice. The first head completely misses you, but the second one, which is the one that you've been hurting, bounces off your shield as it tries to bite you. And now it's going to be Nagrax's turn.
As Nagrax goes on to, as his free action, he'll just say, Finian, I'm really sorry, I just wanted to make sure that you had some support on this side, and he'll swing in at one of the heads, which is nearest to him relative to where he stood, the left, I guess?
Given they're both twisted towards Simeon, I'm going to say you have to move closer.
Yeah, so would that require me to move to about here?
This spot here.
This spot?
Specifically. Right, where it's far is that square.
Yeah, I don't... yeah, it's...
Yeah, that one, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So Nagrax will move there. He will attempt to swing with the mace, and hopefully won't roll... Okay, he didn't roll a 10, so that's good.
You hit.
Christ almighty, finally. And that...
damage.
And remember, I also get 1d4 for my
Yep.
poison.
Nice.
So 9 damage.
Yeah, it doesn't have any resistances. Just double checking just then. Okie dokie. You swing down, you end up chipping off one of the tooths on the left head. And change your turn.
I mean, I'm basically just trying to get the guy's attention. I don't have any bonus actions.
Okie dokie. Simeon's turn.
Are they both still looking at me? Both heads?
The one that Nagrax hit has swung to look at him, and he's looking directly down at him.
Eyes on here, beast. I'm going to swing again at this right hand.
Right, go ahead. Does not hit.
Alright, I'm gonna try and knock its head away with my shield. I can't really knock the whole thing prone.
Okay, give it a
Bash
try.
its head down or something. Oh.
If you manage to succeed, I'll say that it has disadvantage on its next attack with that head. It
That's
was a
small
strength check, was it?
Strength or dex, your choice.
Okay, you slam its head and it hits into the ground. So the right head will have disadvantage on the next attack.
Awesome. I'm done.
Okie dokie. And that goes back to Finian. Finian's going to take a straight up attack at its leg, just because it's all as you can see in front of him.
Nice.
Both hits. Okay. Shame he's using it two-handedly. Oh well. Okay. It's going to be 18 damage. Is that going to kill it? Not quite. Okay, as Finian slams into its leg, suddenly it starts to tumble and tip to one side. And the Hydra screams out, and both of their heads twist around to look at Finian. One of them's still quite low, though. So it was start disadvantage. So it's now Flint's turn. Given the heads twisted to the side as well, I'm going to give you advantage on the attack. Given they're not looking at you whatsoever. They're in fact looking over the shoulder.
Mhm.
I would just change the heads around if I could. Sadly, I can't.
Would I be able to create a bonfire underneath it?
Yep, you would.
And I
That's
would
one of
like
the main
to,
uses for that spell in combat.
I mean, directly under it.
Creative.
Yeah. And then I would like to do that. It needs to make a, well, get better than 15 dex save to beat it.
You got an 8.
Hmm.
So what does it take?
1d8. I'm going to do it as a custom roll because I've got 2d8 at
Sure.
the moment.
And does it have any effects as well? Does it make it move, or does it just take the damage? Creature must make a saving throw when it moves into the bonfire space for the first time, or when it ends its turn. The bonfire. Okay. Okie dokie. And now it's going to be the Hydra's turn. Despite the bonfire, because Finian did so much damage to it suddenly, it is going to twist to make both of its attacks against Finian. So first one's going to be the main attack.
Doom, do you know when it twists around like that? It's no opportunity attack. It's not really going out my range, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay, just making sure.
Is it going out of my range?
Its body's still in your range, so not really now.
Cool.
Hey, we have to take every chance
Hey,
we
you
can
do,
get.
yeah. So that was the attack that will hit. Now it's going to be the attack with disadvantage from the right head.
Oh Christ,
Okay.
good job, I had disadvantage.
Okey-dokey.
This is still probably going to hurt quite a lot, though.
He takes 7 damage as the left head bites into his shoulder, and he pulls back at the last second. Okay, and now that is going. Actually, he needs to make a dex save again, doesn't it? Because it's still in the bonfire.
Is he?
Okay, it managed to not actually touch any of the flames. It's fine. It's just 1 minute's belly.
Fair enough.
Nagrax's turn.
Nagrax, seeing Finian take fairly significant damage again. He still has the healing wand from the previous session because Flint didn't take it back. So he will burn another. Huh, where did I put that actually?
I've
Probably
got
in
triple
notes.
charges on mine if you've lost count.
What was that say? Oh, no, it's 6 charges. Yeah, I still got it. I'm just checking something else actually. What does this do? Yeah, this is better. Right, so I'm going to burn a charge of that in order to heal Finian. So that's basically just the equivalent of me casting Cure Wounds on him.
Mhm.
You just grab that. 14 HP back to him.
Nice.
Right. Again, I don't really have anything I can do as a bonus action. Yeah, this is a little bit naff. I think Nagrax will probably just maybe take a step in front of Finian. Again, he'll just kind of like say to Finian, if you need to fall back, let me cover your retreat. And I kind of just say this to him. I don't suppose I don't move, just to kind of let him know that I'm there to support him.
Okie dokie.
And with that, I am my turn.
Simeon.
Are both heads looking away from me?
They are, but you're not. I didn't give Finian advantage when attacking from the side.
No. I wanted to do something, but I don't know if it'll really work if the heads aren't looking at me.
Oh, fair enough.
Could I possibly get a head's attention to look at me during my turn?
What are you going to do specifically to try and get its attention?
We're not finished here, beast! And I'll sort of like tap it.
Roll
with my shield.
performance, speed to 13.
Performance? That +1. Ooh!
Beats it, okay. The right head twists to look at you.
I want to kick some of the bonfire in its face.
How should I handle that? Make a dex-based attack.
If you're entering the bonfire square, you have to do.
Given he's just kicking the bonfire, it's not like he's going into its space. I'm gonna let this go. So make a dex-based attack. Do you have like a knife or anything?
I have a short sword, which is a finesse weapon.
Yeah, attack roll based on that then. Sadly, you just harmlessly kick the fire.
God, I thought that'd be so cool.
That
It's
was your
fire,
action.
it's hot.
That was my action.
Yep.
Alright, cool.
Leave the fire to me.
That could have been quite cool as well, to be honest. Oh well.
Well, I mean, this is D&D after all.
Oy. That's me done, by the way. I'm going to
Okay.
quickly go pee. Well, it's not my turn.
Finian is going to make his 2 attacks. He's going to do them with disadvantage, though, given he's directly underneath heads. So, what did that one do? That one misses.
God's sake. That unarmed
Okay.
strike.
So he makes his attack attempts and he fails. Flint's turn.
I would like to cast Fireball at this head.
Go ahead. With disadvantage because Nagrax is directly under it. Oh.
Oh, that was quarterstaff,
Oh,
not
yeah, fair
Fireball.
enough.
Not that it matters.
Oh. Roll your damage.
So I'm doing a custom one for this because again,
Okay. Do you want to take a guess what happens now, Grex?
What happens?
yeah,
The firebolt misses the head and hits you, dealing 2 fire damage.
Flint.
sorry.
Okay.
You always wanted a smoking hot butter.
Nagrax doesn't apply. He's really not in the mood.
The heads are going to actually both focus. Actually, no, I suppose I'll make them have separate attacks. It's going to back up 5 foot. Not going to provoke opportunity attacks because it's still within reach. One head will attack Finian, the other will attack Simeon. Finian first again. It'll hit him. Now
Yikes.
Simeon. He gets critted.
Oh, no.
Oh, you can come back to that.
No.
Okay, so Finian gets hit for 8 damage.
Hmm.
Where is his health on, actually? Okay. And Simeon, you get hit for
Vigilante.
10 damage.
So 7.
Right.
Reduced by 3 for my ability.
7 damage, did you say, Simeon?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Ouch, Kabibble.
And now it's Nagrax's turn.
Nagrax will look around at his companions. Are the 2 heads currently focused on Simeon and Finian respectively?
Yes.
The one that's on Simeon, is that kind of like lurched around?
Yes.
Did the Hydra roll its dex check?
No, it did not actually. Fair point, actually. Forgot about that. It succeeded. God, you have no luck tonight.
Yeah.
I think the only thing you've hit is Nagrax.
I've hit it with the first cast upon fire and flame.
Oh, yeah, true, actually. Yeah, true. Yeah.
Doom, if I was to kind of like move a bit further around, would that provoke an opportunity attack from this? Or
You'll
am I
still be in range with that head, but given that head is specifically focusing on Simeon, I'll allow it.
because basically what
opportunity.
I'm basically just trying to move a little bit out of the way for the sake of, like, if Flint were to attack again, would he kind of have a chance to hit me? Or
No, you're not in the same space anymore.
he's not in the same space. Oh, okay, I'll probably just stay where I am then, and I will try and swing in for an attack on actually, if I was to swing at the head facing Simeon, would I get advantage because it's
I'm going
not
to say
looking at
no
me?
because all the heads control the body, so it will be able to jerk one of them, or jerk the body back in response, if you know what I mean.
All right. I mean, I'll probably just attack the one attacking Finian and so this one.
Okay.
Yay! I hit something. That's a crit.
I hit something too.
I won't see you have you bother rolling damage. Nagrax, finish it.
Right. So Nagrax, feeling incredibly angry and perhaps frankly responsible for this, takes the mace and just swings it as hard as he can into the head of the Hydra. If Finian's looking at him, you can see that he's just got like this really cold, soulless glare in his eyes, and he kind of just like slams it down to the ground.
Okay. You slam it down to the ground, the head hits the ground, and your mace barrels into the head. The other head screams and suddenly starts to flail and collapses to the ground as well. And the body then joins it. And it doesn't move at all.
Yeah, Nagrax doesn't say anything. He just has that stare in his face, and he just looks down. In fact, he looks to see what's become of the other 2 creatures whilst we've been fighting.
As you look over, you see the Guildmaster raise his hand, and 3 fireballs suddenly spring out, and they catch the last of the heads on the big one, and completely sear it down to the stump. And it's dead.
I need to figure out how to do that.
Okay, so as Nagrax sees and the threat's over, he extends his hand out to Finian. Is Finian kind of standing up at the moment?
He is, yes.
Right, okay. He'll kind of like turn towards Finian, put his hands on both his shoulders and say, Finian, I appreciate that you've grown in combat, but do not run in like that again. Do you understand me?
He looks up at you and then looks down, and he doesn't say anything back.
Finian, you have so much potential. Please just trust us. Trust in yourself, but trust us as well.
He's going to push your hand off at this point.
Okay.
Then look up at you, and then he'll walk away, going back towards the guild. Make a perception check.
Make a perception check. Okay.
Okay. You hear faintly under his breath as he's getting to about here. You're just like them. And then he goes back towards the guild and goes inside.
Yeah. Nagrax looks to Finian and sighs, looks towards the mess he's made, and yeah, he sort of like the Guildmaster stood over here.
Yes, they're all stood to the right. A lot of the general guild members are cheering, quite happy, but the Guildmaster walks over towards you.
Yeah, I
Turner's beside him.
I walk to confront them. I know what I've done.
What happened here?
There was a commotion outside. We went to investigate, and a warlock was being attacked on our property. I consulted Cerner. We walked out, and I spoke out against the crowd. I wanted them to disperse. I take full accountability for the situation. The decision to speak out was mine. Do not bring the rest of my compatriots into this.
The Guildmaster will look up at you, look back towards the Hydras, and then back towards you. This has nothing to do with you on your fault. How did Hydras get here?
I don't know. I don't know. They appeared just before the warlock ran away. I couldn't say if he summoned them or whether it was another party. It's difficult to say. There was so much chaos around, but the situation in Kron's deteriorated greatly since we left for Hogswine.
Can
Yes.
I wave Flint over while this is going on?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm investigating. I'm just sort of looking at the big boy.
Nothing? His heads are pretty destroyed. Several of them have been burnt down to just nubs. Other ones are just an absolute ruin.
Wish I could throw a fire like that. I think I just did more damage to Nargrax than I did our Hydra.
Well, you've got a bit of power behind you. I'm sure you can achieve that in time. You understand your magic. What do you think? Where did these come from? What brought them here?
Can I roll on Arcana
Yeah,
to see
go
if
ahead.
they're worth them?
Roll Arcana. I'll let you do it with advantage as well because I'm nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe
You
I'm 18 and
can sense a faint magical trail that is coming from a roundabout over here and kind of from the Hydras.
from where, sorry?
Around about here.
Seems to be a faint trail of magic. Can I call the Guildmaster over and tell him what I...
He's currently in his debate with Nagrax, so I'll say not quite now.
Cerner or anyone else higher up in the guild?
Cerner's
there?
also over there as well.
About the second Guildmaster whose name I can't recall.
She's not here.
I sense a faint magic trail off in this direction.
Excellent. Lead the way.
I'm not confident, but sure. Maybe we should get help. Who knows where it'll lead.
Do you go to the source?
If Simeon goes straight on ahead, I'll follow him.
Well, as you approach here, the ground's been disrupted where the vines came out, but make a perception check. So it's got to be a low thing you have to beat.
Okay, perception.
It's got to be like a 5.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. You see something glittering on the ground.
Just something glittering.
Yep.
Can I investigate it?
We can pick it up if you want.
Can I? I'll pick it up then.
I'm going to block him as soon as he tries to pick it up. I'll stop it with my sword. Like, not touch foreign magical objects. Who knows? It must hold a curse.
Okay. As you look down, you see a sapphire. What seems to be a shattered sapphire. It's broken up into about, I'd say, 12 bits.
When we're investigating the round of thefts? Oh, was it driven on business for the brothel?
Oh, yes, yes.
We came across the jewelry shop owner that said he had sapphires going missing. Maybe this was one of his.
That means we have another 2 on the loose, correct? Was it 3 that went missing? How many
3.
was it?
Those ones got returned.
Oh.
Right line of thinking, though.
Did this summon the creature? What do you think?
Unfortunately, I don't know much about this sort of magic.
You know more than I.
Maybe there's someone in town we can ask? Or maybe the guildmaster finish with Narcorax.
Nagrax, anything further you're going to be saying with the guildmaster?
So Nagrax is basically just explaining the situation as he understood it. He's basically just saying, you know, like if there's anyone's fault, don't blame anyone else. Doesn't the guildmaster have anything, or Cerner have anything else to say to Nagrax?
The guildmaster will put his hand on your knee. Okay, lad, just get everyone inside. Well, I'm gonna go and get the town's guard. Why aren't they here yet?
Right.
With that, he starts walking off towards the Hydras.
Before he leaves, Nagrax will just shoot Cerner an apologetic look and he'll walk away. He'll actually be going after Finian, considering what he heard him say. He might, depending on where he is when he gets inside, he'll try to talk to him, depending on where he is.
Okay, I'll pick that up in a minute. The guildmaster comes over towards you guys over here.
Guildmaster, there you are. Looks like these creatures were summoned through this sapphire here. I'm showing the sapphire remains.
He'll walk over and look down at the jewel, and he will pick it up, and he'll look it over. God damn it. I'd heard about black market monster trading from the Spire. This is trouble. Okay, thank you for good noticing this. He waves over to some of the guild members, and Reginald comes running over. Find out where the hell the town guards are. Tell them we've got a problem. Reginald nods, and then he runs off. Starts running down the streets. You guys look like you've been better from word. Just get yourselves inside. Rest up. I'll take care of this.
Before we go, I remember reports before we left our previous mission of the jewelry store being broken into.
I'll mention it to the guards when they arrive. Thank you. I've read through your reports already. I always make it a habit to read through every single report for a quest that's done.
Oh, I thought you would have underlings to do that. Didn't realise it would be something you did personally.
That's what a real leader does.
I do say it with a tone of him being impressed that he actually reads them.
He smiles, and then starts looking at the jewel and starts moving it around. Seems to be casting a few minor spells, trying to identify aspects of it. And now we'll go to Nagrax in the tavern.
Nagrax.
Nagrax, so when you enter into the tavern, so you look around for Finian, but you can't actually find him.
Can't find it.
He's not in the main area. He's not in any of the back rooms that you can tell. He's not in the room either.
How long was it between me talking to Finian and him walking off?
Let's say 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay, so it's been some time. Nagrax will cast guidance on himself, and he will then do a perception check to see if there's been any. I don't know if he had. This is going to sound really stupid. A scent or any footprints. I'm not really sure what I'll be looking for here. Smell. I mean, there's.
It's not going to be any footprints
because he's got shoes. Yeah.
Muddy. Smell. You don't have any kind of keen sense of smell.
No, I don't.
Really look for him.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. What check? I mean, I'm assuming that this is also including the room. Our room, he isn't in there either.
No, he's not in there.
Okay, so...
Stuff is still there.
His stuff is still there. He entered... Nagrax would go towards... Did we kind of go out the side door?
Mm-hmm.
Nagrax will go towards the back door, see if there's any sign of him around there or any sort of trail, in the event that he's kind of gone in one way and then gone out the other.
You don't. I'm just gonna say, even without rolling, you don't really notice any sign of him. It's quite disturbed ground, so you've already been through there already.
So for all intents and purposes, Finian seems to have disappeared.
Yes.
Okay. I think the last thing Nigrax would do is he'll probably just have a look out the front because he just wanted to check everywhere.
So as you go to look out the front, Flint and Simeon will be walking inside.
Okay.
Good
So
timing.
in that case, I will meet them coming through the door, and I will just ask them both. Have either of you seen Finian?
No, why?
I think I upset him during the aftermath of the battle. He seemed to walk off in a huff, and he doesn't appear to be in the guild. He isn't in the room. He doesn't appear to have gone out the back. He just seems to have left.
I'll let the lad cool off. Emotions always run high after a well-fought battle.
Yes, I just wish I had a few moments to explain myself. I apologize to you both. Tonight was a rare loss of composure for me. I'll be going up towards bed. With that, Nagrax heads back inside and goes upstairs.
Okay then. Do you two do the same as well?
I'd like to walk around the building just see if I can see any trace of where he went off to.
Just like with Nagrax, I'm not gonna have you roll. I was gonna say that
Okay.
you don't really find anything. There's nothing to really show sign that he's gone anywhere. Not like you try and track someone through forest through undisturbed ground. People walk around here quite often, so it doesn't have particularly noticeable footprints.
Fair enough. Now, go back inside.
Okie dokie. Do you guys rest for the night?
Yeah, reluctantly, Nagrax will sort of go to bed. He doesn't really have anything more he wants to say.
Good then.
I'd just like to speak with Nargrax before we all bunker down for the night.
Okay, yeah, if you want to speak to Nagrax, he'll talk to you.
I'm sorry for hitting you with that fireball, Nargrax. I guess my aim was a little off. To my tail.
Yes, apologies, Flint. As I said downstairs, tonight was, it got me riled up. Sorry, I probably wasn't quite myself. It's been a long day, and I hope Finian comes by again in the morning. I need to discuss a couple of things with him. I think I've probably been a bit overburdening the boy.
And let us rest. I have some plans for tomorrow anyway.
With that, Nagrax will just bunk down and go to sleep.
Okay. You guys have a long rest. Everyone's back to health, goes back to normal.
Yay.